The ball doesn't lie. The ball is the circle. The circle is infinite. The infinite is lies. Our life is a lie. One letter off. What does it mean to believe? What does it mean to live? What word is in the middle of believe? As you tumble, are you humble? Do you know it all? Can you admit that you don't? Do you care to know? Do you care to grow? Do you want to know what's below? No, no, no. Are you of this world or of this world? Are you the pearl or the swine? Be defined and don't whine. Just shine.
Welcome back, ballers. Welcome back, ballers, to a late night episode. Back on the Balll Don't Lie channel, featuring my boy Myron at He Got Game. He Got Game on Instagram. How are you, Myron?
Good, good. Thank you for having me again, AJ.
It's always a pleasure, man. You've been a huge blessing to me over the last couple weeks. I know you found my work through, I think it was Cody, and luckily we were able to get connected. So I've just been blown away by your work just over the last couple of weeks. You really shined in that latter half of that Eye to Eye episode after Cody had to jump off early. I know Rambo was really impressed with what you had to share. But first things first, I just want to welcome back ballers to the channel. Thank you guys for joining. I know it's late. We started a bit late because of some technical difficulties, but it's all good. I think it'll be worth the wait. If anybody could please just mention us a thumbs up in the chat. Coffee Girl, hello, as always. Good to see you. Make sure to get that pen and paper ready because Myron is about to school us for things to look out for and consider with the upcoming NBA season, which is a little premature. Some people might say, hey, NFL's right around the corner. That's a lot to talk about as well. But right now, we're going to focus on the basketball world. Stephen Ghost says, ballin'. That we are. We're ballers over in this space, baller heads. So without further ado, Myron, I think before we get started, if you wouldn't mind just giving a little background about yourself and for those that aren't familiar with you, where they can find you and support your work.
Yes, sir. So right now, my only platform that I really post on is Instagram. My screen name is what's posted. H is He Got Game. The E's are threes. There's two T's on the screen. That's where I post the majority of the work. I was able to find AJ through Cody. Cody has like some amazing wrestling streams that I follow. And then I was able to keep up with that. I was a huge wrestling head in my childhood. So it was real easy to connect the dots. And then I saw a few things that Balll Don't Lie, AJ, he had. So I visited his Instagram page from a live screen that they had. So ever since then, I've just been trying to share what I know. I know some of my connections aren't so much gematria based. I feel like I'm still like beginner level. I know the basic numbers of gematria, but everything that stands out, I feel like AJ, Cody, and a few others are a little bit more in depth with it. But I definitely have been making my own connections, and AJ invited me on the platform so to just share my work.
Sorry about that, Myron. I was muted.
Yeah.
No, I was going to say only to find out that you and I are both big basketball heads. Grew up playing the game, and we both grew up just down the road from each other in SoCal. So if I was still in SoCal, I'm sure at this point we would have met up for a beer or something at some point. But I guess without further ado, I think we should jump into it. I just want to thank everybody for joining us on a late night. 8:15 Pacific time, 10 o'clock out here Central. and 11 o'clock for the late folks out on the East Coast. But I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit, Myron. What I'm learning a lot, especially from Rambo, is that a lot of this stuff has way more to do with the esoteric symbolism. Gematria is just one tool of many, many other tools out there, and knowledge out there that is being hidden from you. And this includes people that are Bible thumpers and very well know the Bible, but aren't able to take that intellect to some of the things that you're going to share with us tonight. So I'm really excited about it. And when you take that approach, you know the numbers are always going to follow. you know it, like for sure. As opposed to going the other way, you see number alignments, but you can't see any of the simplest things. Like, yeah, exactly. So I'm excited for it, man. So I'm gonna let you drive this one. You and I already kind of went through a dry run of the presentation, and I'm gonna let you do your thing. Like, you know, if I have questions or someone in the chat, I will chime in. But this is Myron's time to shine, everybody. So give him a warm welcome, and let's get started. California King, baby, let's go.
Let's do it. All right. So the first slide is titled "Is There Magic Happening in the NBA?" This stood out to me this week. I noticed that Magic Johnson, he turned 66 years old this year on August 14th. That's the day the NBA released their schedule. So Magic is 66 years old, and this will be the Los Angeles Lakers' 66th season in Los Angeles. The next slide, of course, it ties to LeBron. This year will be all about LeBron, aka King James, because he will break a record that we'll talk about later of the all-time regular season's game played that aligns with the King James Bible. But right now we'll focus on the 66 portion. So Magic, he'll be 66 this year. This will be the Los Angeles Lakers' 66th season in Los Angeles specifically. So LeBron, this number 66 has always followed LeBron. His first name, LeBron, equals 66. And his full name, LeBron James, it also equals 66 in reverse. And his first accomplishment in the NBA was his MVP season. The year he won MVP, the Cavs set a regular season record for their franchise with 66 wins. So that was his first accomplishment that I noticed. And every time he has an accomplishment in the NBA, a 66 usually aligns. So the first one was him winning the MVP trophy. He had 66 wins for the Cavaliers. And then the next time he won his first NBA Finals victory, it was also a lockout season. So there was only 66 games played when LeBron first won his NBA Finals. How it ties to Magic, LeBron's first feat, his first MVP trophy, when they had 66 wins, the Lakers actually played the Magic the year LeBron had 66 wins with the Cavaliers. Following that, when LeBron won the NBA Finals within the 66 game season, that was actually in 2012. So the Los Angeles Lakers franchise started in 1946. So if you go to 2012 and you subtract 1946, you'll get the 66th year that the Los Angeles Lakers existed as a franchise.
So sorry, really quick to clarify that.
Yes.
This year is going to be the Lakers' 66th season in Los Angeles, correct?
In Los Angeles, correct. Gotcha. And his NBA Finals accomplishment were in the 66 game season. He won it when the Lakers franchise turned 66 years old as well.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, meaning holistically when they started back in Minneapolis.
Yes, they started in Minneapolis. Their first actual season, they were the Detroit Gems, and then they sold their franchise in 47 to Minneapolis. So technically, like how you have the Sonics or the OKC Thunder, the Lakers, their very first year, they were in Detroit.
Wow. Yep. Interesting. Okay. Which kind of makes sense why Detroit whooped that ass back in, 2004?
Oh, yeah.
When they had Karl Malone and Gary Payton, right?
The final send-off for the mailman.
Yeah, there you go. Send it. Yeah, no, I'm just going to add here really quick. I think you know this, Myron, but for the viewers that may not, Cleveland is home of the 216 area code.
Yes, it
which
is.
which is the byproduct of 6 times 6 times 6, right? So we have these 666 connections. Myron pointed out on the top right hand of the screen that when he won his first MVP with the Cavs went 66 and 16 on the season. And that's interesting because you have a double alignment with the number 666. You can see the 3 6s in that record, right? But you can also see the 616. Biblically, are you familiar with why 616 matters, Myron?
Cyan Revelations.
Yeah, it's the alternative number of the beast, right?
Yes, it is.
In the Bible, it says 616. It's the only other number that's referenced to the number of the beast. And sure enough, you have both of those numbers in that record where LeBron equals 66, LeBron James equals 66. I just threw in that screenshot that Lakers equals 66. Like Myron said, the Lakers are in their 66th season now. Going into this season, since being in Los Angeles, this is crazy, dude. I mean, the schedule was announced on Magic Johnson's 66th birthday. Holy smokes. I'll pass it back off to you, my friend.
Yeah, and we can keep going because, of course, King James, the original King James, his birthday is 1566. He's born in 1566. So
there you go.
That's your other 66. And then we can move on. So the construction of the Great Western Forum, it began in 1966. This, of course, was the old Lakers Arena before they moved across town to downtown Los Angeles. But the construction of the Great Western Forum began in 1966, and it eventually opened on December 30th, which is LeBron James' birthday.
And the year 1966 was also the same year that the Chicago Bulls were founded. Bulls equals 66. Keep that in mind. Michael Jordan, Mr. Chicago Bull, always compared to LeBron and Kobe, right? I mean, are there really any other two players that are compared to MJ more than him?
Exactly.
The same year that the Church of Satan was founded too. So keep that in mind. I don't want to steal all your thunder, Myron, but we'll take a pause here really quick. Coffee Girl says welcome. Yes, welcome everybody. Really appreciate you guys joining. I don't want to stop Myron's flow, but I will keep an eye in the chat. If you guys have any questions or anything else to add with this presentation, please let us know. Susan Donahue says Lakers began in the Twin Cities, the 612. Well, Susan, I don't know if you just joined, but Myron actually clarified that the franchise actually began in Detroit. But that was only for like one season, right, Myron?
Only one season, the Detroit Gems, and they sold them the very next season.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, so Susan, you're not wrong. I'm not trying to call you out, but Myron just, advised us of that fun fact that the franchise actually originated in Detroit, but then very shortly after, it started in Minneapolis. So you're not wrong, Susan.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, it's all good. So yeah, Myron, you got the floor, my man.
All right. We can go to the next portion. And of course, going back to Magic Johnson, he, of course, helped make the Great Western Forum the place it was. It was Showtime when Magic was there. And of course, this is LeBron James. The Great Western Forum has the exact same birthday as LeBron. Just a quick fact, LeBron was born 17 years after the Great Western Forum. Of course, he played for the 17th state of Ohio. He left and he won in his 17th season, the Los Angeles Lakers, their 17th championship as well.
And the news broke, even though he didn't officially sign, that news broke on July 1st, the date written 1/7, for him to go to Hollywood. So yeah, that's incredible. What are the odds, you guys? Seriously? With all the Lakers stuff, LeBron James, Magic Johnson, Kobe. I appreciate you shouting me out in your stories. All I shared when you were posting this on your story was, doesn't the forum look like a crown, you guys?
That was a great connection. Yeah, when you said that, it was more confirmation to everything.
I mean, it looks a lot like the crown tattoo that Kobe has on his shoulder, or had, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, keeping it moving.
All right. So why is LeBron James having the same birthday as the Great Western Forum important? Because LeBron's nickname, King James the Sixth, his entire career is scripted around King James the Sixth. And the Great Western Forum, if you look at their address, it's on 3900 Manchester. Manchester is in England. And of course, King James the Sixth was the King of England.
That's freaking wild, dude. Like that's something that I don't think I would have. I mean, maybe with some of the hints that you shared just about the royalty connections. Don't forget, you guys, that purple and gold are the colors of royalty. I mean, just look at what the kings and queens wear in England, right? So big royalty connection. The Forum looks like a crown. 3900 Manchester Boulevard.
3900 Manchester.
I just thought of this, dude. You and I, as longtime Clippers fans.
Yes.
Have you ever actually been in the Forum?
I haven't been inside the Forum, no.
I have, and it was to go see Blink-182 and Lil Wayne.
Nice.
This was years and years ago, but yeah, no, the nostalgia was crazy though. Like just kind of knowing like where the Lakers started and stuff. Like half the time, I'm just looking around and being like, "This is where all of that happened," and it's just insane to kind of have an opportunity to actually still like go inside there, right? Because once Steve Ballmer bought the Clippers and bought the land where the new arena is, it's right across the parking lot from here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's right down the street.
So Steve Ballmer owns the Forum now. The owner of the Clippers owns the Forum now. And I don't know, it just I'm really curious to see what's going to happen with the Forum. Like what's going to happen with it? Are they going to knock it down? Are they going to keep it as is and never touch it? Are they going to what are they going to do? I don't know.
Yeah, they only use it for concerts as of right now, but who knows if it stands?
Well, I'll tell you this: if the day comes where they're actually going to destroy it, you know that's going to be a crazy ritual.
Yes, it will.
Like it's going to be tied in with every big Laker you could ever imagine.
Of course.
So for those of you coders out there, let's get to work on what day the Forum's going to get destroyed. No, but I mean, you would think for how iconic of an arena this is that it's probably not going anywhere anytime soon. But you never know. You never know. So yeah, let me see. Let me just check the chat really quick. Let's see. I'm from Minneapolis. Didn't know about the Detroit origins of the Lakers until tonight. Well, yeah. See, that's why you're here, Susan. I learned something new too. I did not know that. So thank you, Myron, for sharing that piece.
Yeah, of course, I'm pretty sure. I'm in LA, and I know if I ask the majority of the Laker fans here, they're going to say Minnesota too, Minneapolis as well.
Well, and you as a Clipper head, you should know the answer to this one. Where is the Clippers originally from?
I hope it's still San Diego, unless there's something I don't know. I know. Wait, New York, right?
Buffalo.
Yeah, it's Buffalo. Yeah.
They were the Braves, baby. The Buffalo Braves.
Right.
Yeah.
You are right.
All right.
That's funny.
And you call yourself a Clipper fan.
I know. What's funny is for baseball, I was a Braves fan, so I definitely should know that the Clippers are the Braves as well.
You corrected yourself though. Yeah, they went from Buffalo to San Diego, but most people would say no, they started in San Diego.
Right.
Well, the Clippers started in San Diego, but the franchise didn't, So
very correct. Yeah.
Anyways, all right, we'll keep it moving. Let's see. All
right. So we're going to get into, of course, the mega ritual that is happening. I wholeheartedly believe that we're just going to see some things, not just in the sports world, but overall it's because of their ritual that has to do with the King James Bible. LeBron is set to break the NBA regular season's games played this year. And when he does that, it'll be set at 1611, 1,611 games, and that is the exact year the King James Bible was published.
Isn't that wild, you guys? Like, you got to think there's a reason. Maybe this is why LeBron's still hanging around. I mean, he's not hobbling around. Like, he's still balling. But yeah, what a freak of nature, man. He's now playing with his son. Think about that. I mean, the Cleveland Cavaliers, right? They're named after King Charles, who's the son of King James, right? And Bronny, right? He scored his very first points against who? The Cavs. In Cleveland. What are the odds? There's a lot to be said about Bronny. Shout out to you, Myron, for pointing out that Bronny James, LeBron's son, had a cardiac arrest back when he was still at USC, the same colors as Hulk Hogan, 2 years to the day, you guys. 2 years prior to the day before Hulk Hogan, Mr. Red and Gold, dies from a cardiac arrest. So, and King of the Ring, all that kind of stuff. But I don't want to take you off.
Everything, I will. Yeah, we're definitely. If we have time, we can dive back into that because that was a lot as well.
Yeah, but on the right side of the screen, you made a good observation here as well. You were just talking about how the forum, the address is 3900 Manchester Boulevard.
Yes, and if you look, out of the 66 books in the King James Bible, the Old Testament has 39 books, and of course the old Lakers arena, which is symbolic as the Old Testament of the Los Angeles Lakers, is on 3900 Manchester.
And what's so crazy about this observation, Myron, it goes back to what we were just talking about offline, was your next observation here about the architect who created the forum. And I don't want to steal your thunder. Rambo makes fun of me too much about that.
No, go ahead. You leading the way.
No, but look at this, you guys. Look at this. This is all Myron's work. He looked into who actually not hand built the forum, but created it, right? The architect.
Yes.
His name's Charles. Yeah, Charles Luckman, which I think is interesting. But he look at his death date, you guys. January 26, 99. Kobe died, what was that? 21 years later? Yeah. Kobe equals 21. Kobe equals 21.
Yep. And don't forget the other king that played in the forum was Wayne Gretzky. He has the January 26th birthday as well.
Oh my God. Yes.
And he came in 88.
Oh my God, dude. Like we do our best to keep it under one sport, but it's almost impossible because it's so obvious, you know?
Yep. And he's considered the king of hockey is Wayne Gretzky.
Yep, exactly. So yeah, so far we're on Charles Luckman now, the architect who created the blueprint for the forum. Just notice the notes that Myron wrote here. The architect of the Great Western Forum, he died January 26th in the last season that the Lakers played at the forum. What are the odds of that, you guys? Susan Donahue says that there's 88 books of the Bible. I mean, I guess it depends. You're right.
No, she's right. The King James Bible, they took a lot of the books out. So there's only 66 books in the King James because King James technically was at war with the Catholics and the Catholic Bible and the Jesuits. So when he published the King James Version, he only put 66 books in it.
And what's 88 minus 66?
22.
Big basketball number. Huge basketball number. It's a big Boston number too, 22. But for those of you guys that don't know, basketball equals 22 in Pythagorean. But yeah, so what are the odds that Charles Luckman, the architect of the forum, dies the same year that the Lakers play their last year at the forum? And then what happens, Myron, right after that? What happens right after?
NBA Finals. They're the NBA champions the very next year. Their first year at Staples Center. Yep.
At Staples Center. Yep. Against who? Indiana. It's funny we're talking about that since they were the runner-ups.
Yep.
This year. But yeah, let's keep rolling.
All right. So here we're into King James and just how much he ties biblically. Like I said, I don't understand how they got LeBron James to align so specifically with the King James Bible. And this is all the way like through high school. A quick tangent. If you know about King James the Sixth, he was born of Catholic parents, but King James the Sixth, he was at war with the Catholics and with the Jesuits. And at the time of Kobe's death, we had a Catholic president, Joe Biden, and we had a Jesuit pope. So that was a huge like connection to me, because King James the Sixth, not only was he he was kind of against Catholicism, but he also in the next slide you'll see he tried to minimize like the conflict between his beliefs and the Catholic Church. But I'll get into that. On the right side, of course, King James the Sixth was born in 1566, and that's the amount of games Kobe Bryant finished his career with. Kobe finished at 1566, and the year that Kobe played his 1566 game, LeBron James won the NBA Finals on King James the Sixth birthday.
Come on, you guys. Can we get a clap emoji or something up in this bitch, because this is freaking wild, man. Susan Donahue, like she's paying attention. This is, you guys, and we got 17 in the chat. We were talking about that 17 earlier.
That's 17. Yes, sir.
That's crazy, man, dude. Like, hopefully those that are paying attention, they know why I wanted Myron back on here, because once again, you guys can find him at He Got Game. I'm gonna put, if I haven't already, I'm gonna put his link for his Instagram in the description as well. Please make sure to go follow my boy Myron. I've been challenging him a little bit to branch out a little bit, you know, maybe do some short videos on YouTube or something, or just come hang out with me. That's, you know,
yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, so this is amazing stuff, you guys. So once again, in other words, what you're saying, Myron, is Kobe Bryant played a total of 1566 games in his career, including the playoffs.
Yeah.
King James VI was born in the year 1566. King James also, don't forget, passed Kobe Bryant in all-time scoring the night before he died, wearing a Lakers jersey in Philadelphia, where Kobe Bryant's apparently from. So, what a coinky dink.
And where was Kobe coming? Kobe died coming from Catholic Mass. And again, Kobe is Catholic. And once again, King James VI, he was at odds with the Catholic Church and at odds with the Jesuits. So here on the next slide, Kobe the Catholic, as you can see, if you go back and you do a little bit of research, like biblically, in England, they called the churches, they referred to them as a parish. So if you can see where my arrow is pointing on the right side up top, that's the name of the Catholic church that Kobe attended, and they refer to it as a parish church. And of course, the NBA all-time regular seasons record holder for NBA games played is Robert Parish. So the fact that that this was already like predetermined, there's no way that something like this is going to line up when LeBron James' entire career synced up biblically with the #1 book in the world. It's the King James Bible. If you look it up, it's the #1 book in the world. It's the King James Bible. And the most games played is 1611, the year the King James Bible was published. And who holds that record is Robert Parish, and the parish is the church. If you look, you can see it. Robert Parish above the parish is the church. And if you look at the headlines when Kobe passed, it was about Parish. All the people that attended Kobe's church, they came to mourn Kobe's death at the parish. They referred to it as the parish, and they referred to the people as the parish owners. So it falls undeniably like in sync with Kobe Bryant being a Catholic and King James VI, the original King James VI, at conflict with the Catholic Church.
You know what's wild too? Two things is just think about the wordplay perish. It's another word for somebody dying, right?
Yeah.
He perished. He perished at the age of 41, you know? Why do we use that word? Why do we use that word? He died in the morning. You mourn death. He perished in the morning after leaving mass. Like, it's all right there in the words. But you know what? This is wild to me too, because notice, I know it's a little small here, but notice from Myron's screenshot, LeBron King James, who used to wear number 6, but now went back to 23. Bro, you got to think something big's going to go down with LeBron in his 6th game this season. In his 6th game this season, he'll be at that 1566.
Yes, he will.
And it will be the 66th year with the Lakers and everything else that you were talking about in Los Angeles.
Yep. Hey, AJ, I don't know. He might be at 1562 right now. I want to say he might. Yeah, he may. If you double check, I know this shows 1560, but he may be only 4 games away. Okay. He may be only 4 games away. Double check though, because I know 4 is the death number. 4 is the number of death.
Yeah. How many games has LeBron played? Hold on just a second. I want to pull it up. Played.
Yep. Regular season games.
Regular season or all time?
Yeah, regular season games.
You're absolutely right. He's at 1562.
Okay, so he's 4 away.
His 4th game, like we talked about, LeBron dropped Kobe to number 4 in all-time scoring the night before he died, the number associated with death. Now, LeBron is 4 games away from getting to that 1566 on his way to that 1611. So, you know what? That begs the next question. I don't know the answer to this yet. What team do you think that would be most fitting for him to play? Let's just see. Let's just see who assuming that LeBron's going to play the first 4 games of this season. What would
we have to eliminate? We have to eliminate the Warriors because that's opening night,
right? Which we're going to get to.
Yeah. Oh. My guess would be Philadelphia, but they rarely play the Eastern Conference that early, so I won't guess Philadelphia.
I'm not going to make you squirm. It's the Blazers, Portland, and it's at home. Of course, it's a home game. Right?
Oh, Dame Lillard just returned to Portland as well, too.
He did. That's why I've been telling you, make sure to go watch Donnie Darko, brother. I don't know if you've watched it yet.
Yeah,
dude, I'm telling you, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. I got that's for another day at another time. But okay. Yeah, so Portland is it takes me back. It makes me think of Michael Thompson, father and son. Clay, now a horse. That's a whole other topic too. We're entering the year of the horse next year.
And LeBron, his group is called the 4 Horsemen as well.
Yep. But Portland. So the 4th game of this upcoming season is at home in LA against Portland. So keep an eye on that game, you guys. For those that are interested.
AJ,
what up?
They played Portland their first game for their tribute after Kobe died.
Oh shit! Well, and not to mention Dame Lillard's born July 15th, 157, 15/7, just like Kobe Bryant in reverse.
Yeah, he performed at the All-Star game when they was.
And he's got a song called Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Right. What is it again? Oh man, I've played it a million times, but I can't remember it at the moment. Pull it back, Kobe. Pull it back, Kobe. You remember that song?
When we get off the stream, that Dame Lillard has a song before Kobe's death, rapping about Kobe being dead. I'm gonna send it to you.
What?
Yeah, he has a song. It's called Trap Something. It's Trap Something, and he has snakes around him in a crown, and he's rapping about he's saying he's looking up in the rafters at all of Kobe's trophies. Those are the lyrics, and it was before Kobe's death.
Please send that to me, because you know that I'm working on a whole different live or presentation just showing all of the predictive programming about Kobe before his death. And
Okay.
I got plenty of examples, including the one that you shared about Key and Peele. And then I showed you that one with on the Bette Midler show or something.
Yeah, that was unbelievable.
Dude, that's one of many. But shout out to Gene. Gene made a good observation, saying that Robert Parish, since we were talking about Robert Parish, he was known as the Chief.
Yes, he was.
Well, that's really, really interesting with a lot of reasons.
Kobe's death, the Chiefs win.
Hulk Hogan, his colors representing the Chief. And here's another fun fact. So there's somebody in the community who I actually don't know. I know it through another decoder. But they were saying, look out for something to happen with Patrick Mahomes this year, where the backup might have to carry some weight this year.
Okay.
And I don't want to get the name wrong. Chiefs backup quarterback. Gardner Minshew. Have you heard of this guy?
Never. Never.
If you go, I'm going to challenge the chat right now. Go look up Gardner Minshew and then tell me in the chat what he looks like. It should be blatantly obvious. Speaking of the Chiefs and Hulk Hogan and the colors sharing the same colors and all that stuff, just look at Gardner Minshew. But anyways, I'm sorry, Myron. I didn't mean to get us off topic, but thank you for clarifying. LeBron James is sitting at 1562 all-time games, not 1560. So he is 4 games away, meaning his 1,566th regular season game will be, as long as he plays all 4 games to start the year, will be at home against Portland on October 27th this year. So something to look out for, you guys. Something to look out for. But yeah, so let's keep it moving. We touched on Kobe the Catholic. We talked about the biblical connections. The church that Kobe went to was known as a parish. You started talking about Robert Parish, right? So staying in line with that, let's keep going.
Yes. To go back, King James VI again, he was pretty much at odds. And this was during the Protestant Reformation. A lot of war going on and disagreements involving religion. And one thing that was brought up was the term Crypto-catholicism. So Crypto-catholicism was just the ideology of accepting the Catholic beliefs. So King James VI became open to Crypto-catholicism because he didn't want any more violence to escalate amongst the church. Why is this important? Because after Kobe perished, the Lakers changed Staples Center over to Crypto.com Arena. So once again, once LeBron came to Los Angeles, everything just started lining up biblically in the regards to King James and King James VI. And not even when he came to the Lakers before that, once Kobe retired, because like I said, Kobe played his 1,566 game, and then LeBron won on King James's birthday that exact same year. And then it just escalated and continued all the way down to King James VI being at odds with the Catholics and accepting Crypto-catholicism. And then after Kobe falls to his death, the next season, the Lakers are playing in Crypto Arena under King James.
Okay, so I'm a little confused here. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but please keep me honest here. So Crypto-catholicism, it says here, it refers to the practice of outwardly conforming to the prevailing Protestant faith while secretly adhering to Catholicism. So crypto kind of meaning secret, right?
Yes,
like where you're essentially saying I'm a Protestant, but you're secretly being Catholic.
Yes.
That's Crypto-catholicism. In other words, crypto could be another word for a cult, right? Hidden. Like, I'm a crypto Catholic, meaning I'm not going to be an open Catholic. I'm going to be a crypto Catholic kind of thing, or like with any other religion, right?
And this was his movement, King James movement per se, to, like I said, minimize. Everyone was at conflict of religion and whose religion had it right. And like one of the ladies pointed out in the chat about there being 88 books in the Bible, it just showed you how conflicted everyone's beliefs were, because by the time they were able to publish King James Bible, they took a lot of those books out and reverted it back to 66 books.
Yep. Takes me back to the book 1984, which I've finally gotten around to start reading. It's crazy, man. Just the amount of work that goes into just changing history, changing timelines, all that kind of stuff. Scary, man. But this is an amazing connection. Crypto-Catholicism with everything that you've been talking about. Kobe came from Catholic Mass. He died in the air traveling from Catholic Mass, and King James Bible, everything. Wild.
And then another side note, if you've been following LeBron since he was in high school, he went to a Catholic school in high school. King James VI, he became King James I as well once he merged with Ireland. And LeBron's high school is St. Vincent, St. Mary. And it became St. Vincent, St. Mary when the two schools merged together. And with his St. Vincent, St. Mary, they're the Irish.
Bro. I mean, it makes you wonder why he didn't go to like Oak Hill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
but to keep, if you want to keep going, LeBron says he loves Calipari. If he would have went to college, he would have played at Kentucky. They're UK. That's in England as well. Like Kentucky is University of Kentucky, UK. In the UK, it's just another England connection. Everything is just the King of England all over.
I'm not going to debate you on this, but I've also seen him say that like he would have played for Ohio State, his home.
Yeah.
And that's a whole other thing. I don't know if you saw my video about it's about Dame Time, and it was connected to LeBron where he said it's about damn time. If you haven't seen it, you should go check it out, because it's relevant right now, because with you mentioning that, do you remember who was in the college football championship this year?
I don't. Nope, I don't remember. I just know it was in New Orleans.
Do you remember who won?
No, I don't remember.
It was Ohio State, if I'm not mistaken.
They won. Okay.
Who'd they beat? Notre Dame.
Oh my God, the Irish.
Yeah, and Dame wearing number 0. Dame wearing number 0. Think about that. Think about how Ohio State's logo is literally the big fat 0.
Yeah.
It ties into time is running out with all the Back to the Future stuff that Rambo's been talking about, and so much more. That's why I'm telling you, man, go watch Donnie Darko tonight. I
will. And I mean, if time's really running out, Robert Parish wore 00. So once he passes Robert Parish, then I guess our time is up.
Bro. No, exactly. I didn't even notice that. But here you go.
The 00.
Oh my God, man. Yeah. All right. Let's keep it moving.
All right.
Hold on. Quick pause for the chat. What's up, Joseph? Good to see you. Coffee Girl with the 100. Gene was already getting ahead of us. That Parish was drafted by Golden State. That's going to be the next part of our presentation. So shout out Gene. Steven did look up Gardner Minshew. He says pick from Chiefs looks like Jesus. Yeah, in a way, I would say he looks like somebody else a little bit more. In light with the recent deaths that have happened lately. But let's keep it rolling. So was there anything else you wanted to touch on with this Crypto Catholic Crypto.com arena connection before we move on?
That's good, AJ.
Okay, perfect. So now we're on Robert Parish, 00. Once again, shout out Gene. Parish, we talked about the different play on words with Parish. Parish was drafted by Golden State. Obviously played for the Celtics, but yeah, you have the floor, Myron.
All Right. And then another piece that may tie to Robert Parish, I know you had a lot of Spurs connections, correct?
I did. Yeah, yeah.
So Robert Parish was a Spur even before he was a Warrior. I believe the Spurs were still in the ABA. He never played an official game for the Spurs, but Robert Parish was a part of the Spurs before he became a Warrior.
No shit. You know
Yeah.
who else? You know who also won the NBA Finals the same year that our boy Charles Luckman, or what was it? Charles Luckman?
Yeah. The Twin Towers won.
The Twin Towers, the Spurs, baby.
Twin Towers, David Robinson,
And
Timmy
Spurs
Tucker.
equals 66.
Oh wow, another one.
Another one. We got more. More's coming.
Oh yeah, we have plenty.
So, all right, for me, that this part is probably the most interesting.
Okay.
With just like the biblical connections that you were already touching on at the very beginning of this presentation. I mean, you guys seriously make sure to go back and rewatch this and follow the story that Myron is telling right now. He's not telling us who's going to win the NBA Finals or anything. He's just telling you, look what's coming. Look what's coming from a biblical mindset, in line with understanding the names of these athletic actors, right? And past athletic actors, and how perfectly this continues to align. So, let's see. Gene says Parish is known for beating up Bill Laimbeer.
Yeah.
I don't recall seeing that brawl. I would love to see it.
Yeah, I would love to see that as well.
Oh, wasn't he the bruiser on the Detroit Pistons?
Yeah, he was on the Pistons.
And once again, you guys remember the Lakers actually started in Detroit, so that's very interesting.
Yep.
Parish is known for beating up Bill Laimbeer. I want to see that. I'm going to pull up that. I'm going to pull up that brawl if it's actually recorded. Thank you, Gene, for sharing. But yeah, so all right, so let's talk a little bit about Robert Parish. So we already touched on how he ended his career with 1,611 games. We talked about how the King James Bible was written and published in the year 1611. King James is on the doorstep this season of getting to that 1611. I'm assuming there will be a couple nights where he's sitting out with an injury or for rest or something like that along the way, but it's very likely that he'll get to that 1611 this year. It's just a matter of keeping an eye out for when that will happen. But anyways, please, if you can enlighten us more how we segue from Robert Parish to Golden State and some of the more biblical connections, because this is where it gets really good, you guys.
Yeah, so just pay attention to the significance, of course, of Robert Parish's last name and just how Parish ties in with the church, and then how King James, LeBron, and the original King James, who was pretty much at conflict. He was at odds with a lot of different beliefs. It was pretty much the Catholic Bible that existed, and then the most significant one, which became the #1 Bible in the world, was the King James Bible.
Yes, it was. So here it is right here, you guys, the screenshot. Robert Parish, 1611 games. LeBron's sitting on what we clarified, 1562 games.
Yeah.
Okay. So once again, 4 games away from that 1566, which matters because the real King James was born in the year 1566, who the King James Bible is named after. So keep that in mind, you guys.
And it is, yes, opening night. So much is connected. Of course, LeBron, when he was a Cavalier, he beat the Golden State Warriors on King James' birthday, the year Kobe ended his career on 1566. And just all of the connections you guys have talked about to Back to the Future with Golden State, with the Golden Gate Bridge, everything seems to be aligning. and there's something going on that I believe in California. Who knows what it is, but I have a few connections that I've made with California, specifically like up in the Bay Area, but it could be the entire state of California. Once again, just keeping the theme of the Bible. If you look to the right, you see the land of the 12 tribes of Israelites. That's the map on the right. And then next to it is California. So you can see kind of like the similarities between the two. And I just posed the question, are the Levites, are they paying tribute using the Golden State Warriors to one of the tribes of Israel, the Levites?
That's an amazing observation. And I've seen a couple of accounts kind of point out the different shapes of different geographical locations, but I mean, this doesn't take much convincing for me to see, wow, like same curvature,
Yeah, just the oceans on the flip side. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Even just looking at these names. Simeon reminds me of Derrick Rose.
Yeah, yep, Chicago.
Yeah, exactly. We can go on for days with that. But this is also why we called this presentation California King, right? Just kind of showing how, if you guys haven't noticed, pretty much we're talking about LeBron James, the Lakers, Kobe Bryant, the Forum, everything LA related. But once again, as a disclaimer, we're not saying that the Lakers or the Warriors are going to win the championship. We're just showing you guys how biblical these rituals are going to be this upcoming season. So something to look out for. And this one really dropped my jaw to the floor when you were talking about Steph Curry, like further talking about the Canaanites and the Levites. Yes. Don't forget, you guys, the Super Bowl is going to be in Levi Stadium, right?
Yes,
in
it is.
San Francisco.
The tribe of Levi is in California, Levi Stadium. So the Levites were one of the 12 tribes of Israel. Of course, as we all know, Steph Curry's son is Canaan, and they were in the land of Canaan in the Bible. So the Levites were a part of the land of Canaan. If you know their story, I don't know it word for word, but I do know Moses was a part of the tribe of Levi, and there's a player named Moses Moody who is on the Golden State Warriors right now. Moses Moody,
he's still on there. I didn't.
Yeah, they haven't gotten rid of him yet. He's still on there.
For a reason.
Yes, he is. He won a championship with another biblical name, but the Jordan River. He played with Jordan Poole. So Jordan Poole, number one, Jordan Poole has the same birthday as King James. Jordan Poole's birthday is June 19th as well. And Moses was not allowed to cross the Jordan River into the promised land because he disobeyed God. How did he disobey God? He threw this is the biblical story. It says that he threw two rocks. So Moses threw two rocks, and he was not allowed to cross the Jordan River into the promised land. Now listen to this, guys. He wasn't allowed. Moses Moody is from Little Rock, Arkansas. And Moses was told in the Bible, he told the Levites, Moses was instructed to build the Ark of the Covenant for the Levites. And Moses Moody is from Little Rock, Arkansas. And he was not, I got more, AJ. He was not allowed to cross the Jordan River into the promised land. What is the name of the promised land in the Bible? It's Zion. Jordan Poole is Zion Williamson's new teammate this year. He just got traded to the Pelicans to play with Zion.
You've taken the breath out of my lungs, dude. What? Oh my God. Oh, okay, hold on a second. Hold on. I'm gonna stop sharing really quick. Just
we can go. Yeah,
we're getting close. We're getting very close. We got like one more slide left, but for you to drop this on me right now, I gotta see this.
Yes. Jordan Poole has King
Okay.
James birthday, the
All right.
original King James.
All right, hold on a second. So let me remove that. Oh my God, Myron, my head's spinning. Stop screen. You guys, this is so ridiculous.
They've been in the Bible, man. They've been in the Bible.
So is this what you're referring to? Exodus 32:19?
Yes.
So Moses throws and breaks the stone tablets containing the 10 commandments after witnessing the Israelites worshiping the golden calf.
The golden calf, Golden State.
This act is a result of his anger and frustration with the Israelites' idolatry. So Moses throws the stones, and then what's the next thing I should pull up here? Moses
Moody is from Little Rock, Arkansas.
Birthplace.
Yes, so you can all see Moses in the Bible threw 2 little rocks, and he disobeyed God. And what was Moses supposed to do? Moses was supposed to tell the Levites to build the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah, I was going to say the whole Ark connection with Arkansas.
Arkansas, yes, he's from Little Rock, Arkansas.
Oh my God!
Because of that disobedience, he was not allowed to cross the Jordan River, which would have landed him in the Promised Land. What is the name of the Promised Land? It's Zion. And who is Zion's teammate this year? Is Jordan Poole.
Well, here he is. He's a New Orleans Pelicans shooting guard playing with Zion Williamson.
And when is his birthday? He's the last player in the NBA with that birthday. Of course, before that, it was Dirk Nowitzki, LeBron's thorn. But now we have Jordan Poole with King James' birthday.
Hold the phone. Sorry, side note. His current teams, the Pelicans shooting guard, and then look, his current prior teams, the Purdue Boilermakers women's basketball team.
I don't know. I didn't catch those games.
I just showed up. I was like, wait, what? Like, what? Okay, so he went to Michigan. Oh my God, dude! Wow. Oh wow! Look, he went to Rufus King High School. You see that?
King.
He went to Rufus King.
He went to King.
There you go. He went to King High School. How perfect. Jordan Poole was also in that whole thing with Draymond Green, right? Wasn't that the whole?
Yeah. Jordan got
that was the whole thing.
He got cast out.
That was a whole Steve Kerr ritual.
Yeah.
I don't know if you caught that, but like remember Steve Kerr got punched in the face by Michael Jordan apparently during practice too, and that was the But all right, let's get back on track. Gene does say too, hey, maybe you guys need to try to do some date durations with Moses Malone.
Most definitely.
Moses Malone, he was another high school draftee, and didn't he die the year that Kobe retired?
Oh yeah,
I think
he died. I think the year before or the year that he retired. Yep, he did. And of course, I mean Moses Malone played for Philadelphia. The Warriors are from Philadelphia, so that alone, I'm pretty sure there's definitely a Moses Malone connection.
Well, yeah, especially with what you just shared about Moses Moody being born on June 19th, 1999. The same year that the Lakers stopped playing in the Forum, with everything we talked about at the beginning of this episode. Oh my God, dude! Wow.
Wait, he was born in '99.
Moses Moody,
Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole. Yeah, look,
he's born in '90. Oh my God! And I mean, if we remember the old stream, I told you Owen Hart won King of the Ring on June 19th as well. But yeah, wow, yep. He was born the day
Well, and since we were talking about Jordan Poole, what about Keegan Michael Key and Jordan Peele? Jordan Poole, Jordan Peele. Think about that, dude.
Yeah.
Think about that. Jordan Poole, Jordan Peele, Key and Peele, Kobe Beef. Right? I watched this like right after we signed off the last time.
Yeah, it's $126 worth of beef.
Yep. But think about that. Like, think about how it's not just Kobe, but even just their names, Jordan Peele
Yep.
and Keegan Michael Key.
Yep.
Michael Jordan and Kobe.
Yep.
I guess all I'm looking for is where's the LeBron connection, but you guys, if you guys haven't seen this skit, oh my God, just go watch it. It's less than 2 minutes. Freaking crazy. All right, really quick. We're at the final slide.
Yes.
Let me just
it's the lady who pointed out the books, the 88 books in the Bible. Is she still in the chat?
I don't know for sure, but her name is Susan.
Okay, yeah, Susan. That's a great that goes along with all of this as well, because of the 88 and Curry being born in 88. So the books were reduced to 66, but Steph Curry's son is named Canaan, and what it's called to take from the New Testament and the Old Testament, it's called canonizing the scriptures. So when you canonize the scriptures, you take the scriptures that are pretty much like the most divine and the closest to God's word, and those are the ones that they consider using it. So the reason it got reduced is it's called canonizing the scriptures. So it got reduced. Yeah, it got reduced from 88 to 66. So I think she pointed out something huge that I might have to look into later, because 88 is all over Steph Curry and the Pope and everything of that nature. But if you canonize the scripture, it's pretty much picking like the most biblically divine text of the Bible and using it.
Especially with Trump equaling 88, right?
Yeah.
Steph Curry born in the year 88 on Pi Day, right? The first ever declared Pi Day, etc. Pope Francis died at the age of 88, right? Enter in Pope Leo, etc. So yeah, no, a good shout out again to Susan. I don't know if she's still in the chat. She might be, but either way, I think that's fantastic. We're just over an hour now, so I want to try to make this, high and tight if we can. But we got one more slide. Let me just get it back really quick for the viewers.
Yes.
As we wrap this up. Add to stage.
Yes.
Yep, because now we're talking about where the Warriors play.
Yep, and of course, just biblically, like we have it tying back from the tribe of Levi with the Super Bowl in Levi Stadium. Moses, the Warriors having Moses, them previously having Jordan Poole with the Jordan River. In conclusion, like the Warriors, they play at Oracle Arena. There's books about the oracles of God, and just significantly, if you want to read AJ, like I don't want to misspeak on it. So if you could read, I think you can see it a little bit better than I can right now.
Yeah, so on the left side of the screen, you guys, Myron says the Warriors play at Oracle Arena, for those that don't know. Like Myron said, there's a book called The Oracles of God, which is about the story of the Old Testament. Don't forget that we talked earlier about there being 39 chapters in the Old Testament, and the old forum is located at 3900 Manchester Boulevard. But Myron also says the oracles of God are defined as the divine words, statutes, and laws given to Moses. We just talked about Moses, and through him to the Israelites. And then on the right side of the screen, the golden calf, the idolatry, and the Ball Don't Lie. Right? The Ball Don't Lie. This is important because the land of, I apologize for mispronouncing, but the Levites or the Levites, Golden State Warriors passed the Bulls or the Ball in total wins record the same year that LeBron King James made it to the Promised Land, meaning going to the finals once again against the Warriors when he was with the Cavaliers, and they won that year in 2016. And one of the first things we talked about was how 216 is the Cleveland area code, And sure enough, 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216. But that's freaking mind blowing, dude. The whole idea about, because I forgot about that. Kobe's last game, you guys, was the same day that the Warriors surpassed the Bulls with the regular season record. Right? The exact same day. So there were viewers that was like, do I want to see history of a team beat the 96 Bulls, their regular season record, or do I want to see Kobe's last game? And how perfect, the same freaking day.
And then, so Dave, for everybody who's been here from the beginning, we have LeBron having the same birthday as the Old Testament, the old Lakers form. He has the exact same birthday as them. LeBron, he won after Kobe played his 1566 game. He won on King James' birthday in Oracle. He won at the Oracle. King James won at the Oracle, the Old Testaments. And now this year, he's going to pass Parish. Just complete biblical from the moment he's probably picked up a basketball all the way to the conclusion of his career. And again, AJ, he also pointed out LeBron's going to be 41. When he does that, that was the age Kobe died. LeBron's going to break that record at age 41. And LeBron's mother is going to be age 58 when he breaks that record. That's the age King James, the original King James, died as well.
Yep. So for me, I mean, besides the glaring obvious, I mean, this whole Robert Parish connection is mind-blowing to me. This whole crypto-catholicism, I've never even heard of it. So that's incredible stuff, Myron, seriously. For me, I mean, for anyone interested in my sports lens, like what does this mean next season? I would say look out for the 4th game that LeBron's playing this year. Look at that game.
He might score 66 points.
as there's 23 people watching right now. Jeez Louise. But like, yeah, so exactly, like just look at LeBron's 4th game being played this year and then keep an eye on when his 1,611th regular season game will be held. Regular season game.
Regular season.
Because if you include the playoffs, it's way more than that.
Oh yeah, and Kobe's 1566 is regular and playoff combined.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, Kobe's is all-time game. All of his games played.
Yeah.
Kobe's is all his games. But this LeBron is breaking the regular season games records played this year.
Yeah, that's freaking wild, dude. Oh my god, man. And then the whole Moses Moody.
Yeah, man.
The Rocks, Little Rock, dude. Like that's what I'm saying, man. Like we didn't talk a whole lot about gematria today, did we?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all kill it with gematria, and like you said, the numbers will most likely always align. But I don't think I'm at the level of you all with the gematria decodes just yet. Like I'm able to decode it, but mine is very elementary right now.
I'm telling you this, man. I mean, the world of gematria is very elementary as it is.
Right.
It's not that hard. It's really simple. If you sit down with it for an hour, like really focused, you're good, in my opinion. You know, but I'm so proud of your work, man. I'm really stoked that I've been able to get connected with you and we can have some fun and have some laughs along the way. You know, one of these days, next time I see you, or the first time I would see you, we got to go shoot hoops somewhere, play some horse or something.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm
100%.
You're much bigger and taller than me. I'm not even going to joke about a one-on-one kind of thing. So
I suck now though to keep up with the sixes. I have 6 kids, so my body is a lot slower than what it was. So you might take me out if it's just a game of horse.
Well, in that case, maybe I'll take you up on it so I can feel better about myself.
Yeah, anytime you land out here, man, we can definitely go play.
But you also played at Fairfax, so you know I was a white Catholic school boy playing against a bunch of other white Catholic school kids. So you know, the talent's different in different leagues. So
Yeah, our league was stacked. I didn't even play. I only played 9th and 10th grade, and then I didn't play again till I walked on at college and played in college. But Fairfax was so stacked.
that's impressive. Dude. That's really
Yeah.
impressive. You didn't even like play varsity or whatever. You just showed up one day and walked on.
Yeah, cool. I walked on and just played. Yeah. But yeah, I'm down sports. I got a sports background. I love sports. I have a half brother that played minor league baseball for a while. Like I come from a sports family. So there's stuff like when Gematria speaks and then they use, once I found out like how much they use it in sports, like I was hooked.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. Let's do this really quick. I'm gonna plug myself. Arcadia just said, AJ, your picks got another sweep tonight. Is that my 7th of the month? Really?
Dude, signing up.
Are you serious? My 7th this month? It's more than every other day. Let's do a quick recap. It's only 2 games, but the
AJ, the Otani thing was more than enough. If I was new to sports and I saw you predict the Otani with the bombing, like you just picking that, I was blown away by that. So you having 7 sweeps is unreal,
especially in 1 month. I mean, I've swept more than 7 times in 5 years of doing this, but not 7 times in the last 18 days. Like every other day is a sweep.
Ball don't lie.
This is freaking wild, you guys. Look at this. And you know what? This is a perfect way to close this out because, by the way, this is just a screenshot. I've been monitoring my picks this whole year. And for me, the way I color coordinate things, anything over 70% is green. Anything between 50 to 70 is yellow. Anything underneath is red. So talk about the 666s. Look at this. Really simple stuff, you guys. Look at this. So I put out reds, and I just said, notice that the Cincinnati Reds can improve to 66 and 60 on the season with a win. Doing so against the Angels of all teams.
Ohio.
Home of that 216 area code. But then, I just saw that City of Angels equals 188, like today's date. That was the code. That was the code.
Wow.
So there's that one. And then here's the other one. We were talking about Cleveland, right? You know where I'm going with this one. With a win, the team from Cleveland, Ohio, which equals 64, would pick up their 64th win. Cleveland, which equals 33, would also pick up their 33rd home win. With a win versus Arizona, which equals 84, Guardians pitcher would improve to 8-4 as the starter. AZ Diamondbacks equals 84. But here's your other 666. Cleveland, home of the 216 area code, where 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216, which matters because Cleveland can drop the Diamondbacks, the snake, in the year of the snake, to 60 and 66 on the season. So, boom, where are those brooms at? It's time to clean house.
Yeah, we don't even need to say that's the mic drop. That's the end right there.
Yeah, I forgot to add the notes to stage, but this is where all it is, you guys. So I apologize. I thought I had it. I thought I had it here, but here's my record for the month. It's not always like that, so I'm saying you guys better jump on while the iron's hot. But yeah, like this, it was that simple. The Reds, the Devils, red 66 and 60. Boom. Sin. I never realized that too. Like Cincinnati is sin. Atty, And then here's the Guardians one. A little more gematria based, but once again, it was just that other 666 right there with the snake, the Diamondbacks in the year of the snake. So thank you, Arcadia, for the shout out there. I know Steven had a blast. Yep, you're the snake. So 7th sweep in 18 days with a day off. So technically 7th sweep in 17 days. It's been fun. It's funny. I don't understand why I'm not getting the likes and subscribes up, especially with people just winning left and right. But either way, sometimes silent victories. Let's keep it quiet over here.
Yeah, most definitely.
But thank you again, Arcadia. I appreciate it. I'm going to close quickly first by just saying thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. Really appreciate the love and the contributions. If you guys haven't hit the like or subscribe, please make sure to do so on the way out. Please make sure to follow my buddy Myron at HeGotGame3_. I'm going to put in his handle really quick just for anybody who doesn't see it in the description of the video. But I'm going to put that in really quick here. So that is Myron's Instagram handle. And like I said, I think sooner than later, we'll see Myron on some other platform. He'll still do his thing on Instagram. But you share such amazing work, bro, that it needs to get out there. And I'm very blessed to have you in my corner and to have chats like this too.
I appreciate you.
Yeah. I'm sure it certainly won't be the last. At least I hope not.
Definitely not.
So Myron, I will let you close us out, my friend. And until next time, thank you guys very, very much. Myron, what else you got for us? Where can everybody find you besides He Got Game? Is there any other way that people can find you or support you?
No, this is it as of now. I'm very new to it, the streaming portion of it all. But Instagram is the main piece as of now until I branch out. I do have a personal YouTube channel, but I'm considering like making one so we can like get some of these things uploaded. If time permits a little bit more, I'll start making more videos and shorts. I'm starting to add what I post, so what I've shared. I have like a Hulk Hogan one that I just added to my story. So it's not on my Instagram stories. It's actually saved highlights, so you can watch it as many times as you want. But just knowing that this season is going to be, I believe, like so full of ritual when it comes to the Bible. Like I grew up in the church, so like I'm very intrigued by it. I just humbly, like, I know there's more and would like to know like the meaning of life and just the connections and energy and everything. So being able to connect these things and share it, I'm always learning from AJ, learning from Cody. I've never talked directly to Cody, but I'm always tuning into his stuff, and just like we're in tune, and there's always more knowledge. Like there's more, a plethora of it, and you're never gonna know. You don't know what you don't know. So I'm always intrigued by it. I'm trying to know as much as I can, learn as much as I can. This is just sports. It's very small. I know there's a lot more to learn, but like I said, I'm learning a lot. I appreciate the platform from AJ. I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully like soon I can branch out a little bit more from Instagram.
You're already ahead of the curve, my friend. I mean, you also, had 20 plus minutes live with Rambo,
Right. Like, and Rambo's the guru. He's a guru, man.
The Godfather, I call him. He was like, that makes me feel old, but I'm like, you're the Godfather.
Yeah, man. I've never tuned into a stream and didn't walk away with something new.
Seriously. Yeah. Like I said earlier, he always challenges me to focus on the symbolism, the historical parts of things, which is everything that you shared. And then that once you see those things, the numbers, the gematria, I mean, that is like kindergarten at a point where it's like, well, yeah, no, that's obviously there, but we're in college now. we're in the real world, like once again, I'm not downgrading or, saying anything to those that just crunch the numbers all the time. But for me, what I'm so passionate about is the content you bring to the table here, where it's like, I'm learning so freaking much, and there's only so much you can learn about the numbers. You get the ciphers down, you know how it works, date durations, boom, you're good to go. And then, but then it adds a whole other layer, bro. When you're able to talk about the wordplay of Moses Moody from Little Rock and Moses and throwing the stones in the Bible. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that I live for. So I'm so thankful once again for you to share your insight with me. I hope you continue to do it. And I look forward to the next time that we get to do this. Just for those of you guys that don't know, I will be on with Rambo and Cody once again tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Pacific, and 10 o'clock Eastern. And we got plenty to share. And the next time I talk to you, Myron, I hope that you will tell me that you've at least seen half of Donnie Darko. And then we can talk from there.
Going to watch it tonight. I'm watching it tonight, I promise.
You told me that 2 days ago.
I know. I'm sorry. I didn't promise. I promised tonight.
That's true. You didn't promise. Rambo said that same thing to me. Like when I told him, because he was bringing up Donnie Darko, and he's been talking about Back to the Future for so long now. And offline, I was talking to him, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, Donnie Darko, man! Like I've been meaning to watch that. Yeah. No, I haven't got it." And Rambo was like, "Are you serious?" Like,
watch it already, man.
He was like, "Dude, watch it. Like watch it now. Like right now." Like, dude, it was like 1 a.m. I hung up and I watched the first half of the movie before I went to bed. I was like, I gotta watch this. And it just my brain exploded. I couldn't believe it. With everything that him and I have been talking about individually, cohesively, you as well, like just all of us, in my opinion, Donnie Darko could not be more relevant for the year 2025. If you have not seen that movie, you better freaking watch it right now as we hang this up. But I feel like it was divine. I feel like it was divine why I saw it at the time that I did. So I'm thankful for that. But there's only so much I can share with you, Myron, if you haven't seen the movie. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, tomorrow we'll have plenty to talk about because I promise I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Yeah, it's like a 2-hour movie, man. So
but I've seen like maybe like 40 minutes of it. I just don't remember. It was so long ago.
Yeah. When it came out, I wasn't even old enough to watch it. It came out.
Right.
I'll leave you with this. It came out on January 19th, 2001. So there's your 119 in 2001.
Yeah.
Donnie, Darko, Donald, Trump. Let's just leave it there, okay?
Yeah.
And just as a little plug here as well, Rambo and I will be on the Occult Rejects on August 27th. So not this Wednesday, but the Wednesday after. And that's going to be our theme, is Donnie Darko, because there were a lot of conversations about Donnie Darko in our last live stream with the Occult Rejects. Shout out to Nick. But oh my God, with what Rambo has and what I already had and I shared with him when I watched it, it's freaking incredible. It's incredible. So get ahead of the curve. Once again, I'm going to share this with you guys. Pin it up here. He got game. Myron. This is his Instagram handle. Make sure to go check it out. I love you guys. Love always. Love always wins. God wins. And thank you again, Myron, for everything. I've had a blast with you tonight.
Thank you. I'll talk to you.
All right, brother. We'll chat soon. And shout out to everybody in the chat. Have a great night and take care of yourselves. Peace.